All right, I had a bad connection, but I'm back. Hopefully it stays this time. John Ellison coming to you live from my garage, 530 Drive, Laguna Niguel, California. This is episode 108, February 27th, Wednesday, hump day. Okay, this is called Question Everything. This is something I've always really excelled at, and it's helped me move up quickly in the corporate ranks and move down just as fast by asking a lot of questions. Good morning, Steve Peterson. So, you ever wonder why people do things that don't make sense? While there's all these old processes that always happen just because that's the way they happen, I'm really good or really bad at questioning that stuff. And it helped me move up to be general manager of a restaurant by the time I was 24, 25 years old and running a multi-million-dollar restaurant by questioning things that didn't make sense as an assistant manager, like, why do we do it this way? Now it helped change processes. Well, also, it ended up being my downfall. About 2 years later, we started to go into like a frozen manicotti and frozen cheesecake, and we'd always been very proud of everything was fresh and homemade in-house. And I pointed out to him, like, you know, we're growing too fast. We've got 13 restaurants now. We can't change what made us great. We can't change the homemade stuff. We can't use the frozen. We can't make it easier. We can't make canned sauce. We got to make all this stuff fresh. Because as a general manager, that's what I'd brag about. Hey, everything's made fresh in-house. That was our unique selling proposition, and we were losing that. And I got fired. So anyway, so questioning things helped me move up really quickly. And questioning things also helped me move down really quickly. But I still think we got to question everything. You know, you ever wonder people do things that don't make sense? What do you do that doesn't make sense? Just a habit now. You know, there's one like the firing the cannon for the military. There's a guy that loads the cannon, and the guy that fires the cannon, and the guy that stands there. What the hell? Why is the guy standing there? That's just a process. Well, that's the way it's always been. It's part of the detailed military operation manual. That one person loads, one person fires, and one person stands there. Well, you question that shit, and you go back, well, why is the guy standing there? Good morning, Rex. Monica, how are you? So, the guy's standing there because when they first started firing cannons, they had to drag the cannon up the hill with a horse. And these heavy cannons, the horses pulled them up there. And the third guy held the horse so it wouldn't get startled and run away when they were shooting the cannon. So when they stopped bringing the horse up there, they still had the third guy standing there. So they've been doing that for hundreds of years. The guy's just standing there. Question that shit. Change it. Make the process better. I mean, what are you doing that's outdated in your life? Did you hear the story about the pot roast ends? This little girl says, you know, the mom's making pot roast, and she cuts off the end of the pot roast, cuts off the other end, puts it in the pan, and puts it in the oven. The little girl's like, Mommy, why do you cut off the ends of the pot roast? Well, that's the way my mom did it. Maybe you should ask her, because that's the way she's always been done. So instead of thinking about the process, she said, ask somebody else. So the little girl goes and sees Grandma. Grandma, why do you cut the ends off the pot roast before you put them in the oven? Does it make it juicy or anything? She said, no, that's just the way my mom always did it, so that's why I do it. I cut the pot roast off, I put it in the pan, I put it in the oven. Cut the ends off. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. Nobody knows why I do this. So she went to see her great-grandmother in the nursing home. And said, the great-grandmother, I can't figure out, why do you cut the ends off the pot roast? And why does Grandma do it? And why does Mom do it? And why will I probably cut the ends off my pot roast too? I don't understand. And she goes, oh, I had to cut the pot roast ends off. I had a very small pan. That's it. Question the shit. If stuff doesn't make sense, question it. What are you doing right now that's outdated in your life, in your business? You know, what pot roast are you cutting? What cannon are you standing next to? Question everything today. Question your morning routine. How do you get up in the morning? When do you brush your teeth? Do you brush your teeth and then eat breakfast? Or do you eat breakfast and brush your teeth? You know, do you get dressed? You know, how's your drive to work every day? How's your communication to work? How's your office organization, your transaction process, your accounting? What's your customer experience? You know, question all your processes today. Go through and say, geez, does this make sense? Is my office organized where it's going to work out fine? Are you cutting the pot roast ends every day? I do. So today I'm going to go through and question all my processes. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing that's stupid and a waste of time and eliminate that shit. Let's try to get more productive today. Today is the day to question everything. Piss people off around you. Make them change their processes. So that's my deal for today. If you think this might help somebody else, share it with them, tag them in the video, push like at the bottom. Good morning, Darren Headington and Rex Lake. How are you, my friends? That's it today, guys. Remember, this is going to be an awesome hump day, and you are always loved because I love you. Have an awesome Wednesday, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5:30.